Hello, welcome to Tarot Tuesday. So how's your Tuesday going so far? I think it's really interesting how this month is turning out. I know I started with great aspirations the night before December 1st started. And then yesterday, the very 1st of December, it became a bit challenging, let's just say. And it's totally okay. Learning and growing as we go along, right? So today I wanted to get back to my Tarot Tuesday. Usually it's at the top of the hour, 11 a.m. Pacific time. It's currently 11:31 Pacific time because I had to take Tarot Pup in to get the bandage on his fractured arm redone, looked at, and that sort of thing. So he's got the check. He's got the good green light to keep healing and keep not running around and jumping. Good luck with that, right? But he was a hit at the vet, of course. He makes people smile wherever he goes. He has no idea because he gets social anxiety. It's crazy how anxious he gets outside. He ignores me. I don't exist once we are outside of the house. But yeah, it makes everybody smile, which is really cool. So thank you so much for being here. This is just strictly pulling cards and seeing what the collective energy is. And if you are here live, lucky you. Thanks for being here. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. I'm not sure how you do it on a live. I hope you'll figure it out. If you're definitely watching as the replay afterwards, you can hit the thumbs up as you watch it. Hey, Jackie, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, and if you want a card pulled, stick around and I'll let you know when to pop in the chat to comment on that. But by all means, you're welcome to chat along as we go along here. I'm going to first start by pulling some cards for the collective. And as I said that, a card dropped and bam, it's the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, I needed that because it's been like a 5-hour event already today. I got up at 4:30 this morning and it was a couple hours, 3-hour like round trip travel. So I need this right now. Whenever I see this, I just take a deep breath and I see her just totally relaxed. Hi, Jamie. Good to see you. Gutted I missed last night's show totally. Oh, that's okay. You can catch the replay. Replays are great too. And if you the messages are good, but if you just want to do it purely to support my channel, I love you. That would be fantastic. Thank you. And yes, please, a piece for, okay. I'll try and remember, but remind me when we get there. But this is for everybody. This is for you also as well, Jackie, Jamie, got the J's with me. And I really love this version of the Queen of Pentacles because it's reminding you to be comfortable with your surroundings, with your life right now. Francis, hello. Yes, I agree. It's beautiful. Like, just look at her. She is just so comfortable with where she is. She's chill. She's relaxed. She is just trusting in her environment. She's on her couch, but it looks like she's in nature, where realistically we can close our eyes and imagine wherever we are. That's the beautiful thing about being a human and about having that creative instinct to visualize. Mojo picks now that he decides he's going to have a bath, my lovebird, and it's a real rigmarole. I'm going to have to mop things up afterwards. But that Queen of Pentacles is reminding us, even if you might feel like I'm not feeling abundant right now, my surroundings are chaotic, or I'm stressed out. This Queen of Pentacles reminds you that you're manifesting and your ability to receive starts within. Okay? So if you look around you and it stresses you out, close your eyes when you can. Don't do it while you're driving. But it's really trusting that everything will be working out. It's surrendering to the possibilities. Okay. Enough about that one. Let's pull some more, shall we? Feels good to be back home. All right. Mojo's still trying to have his bath. Page of Swords. And what I love about this is when you do what I was mentioning about the Queen of Swords, when you are really feeling comfortable within your own self, taking that comfort zone with you. You know, as an introvert mentor, I used to be a business mentor for introverted entrepreneurs. And people would always say, get out of your comfort zone. And, you know, us introverts were like, I say, take it with you. You stretch it a little bit, but you have something with you, something that you can anchor to. So realistically, you're still in your comfort zone, you're stretching it, what have you. And I almost forget what I was going to say now, but this is really when you feel really comfortable within yourself, don't you find that you're inspired a lot more? You know, this is why a lot of people get inspired in the shower. They get great ideas because they're not thinking about, oh, what if someone sees me? And, you know, you're at your most vulnerable, for one, unless you shower in a bathing suit. And you're just allowing, you're physically cleaning your body, you're energetically cleaning your body, and then the ideas start sparking. Or you just sing in the shower and you're inspired that way. Whatever it is for you, in order for you to come up with the ideas, maybe there's things you need to do, things you need to think of, and you're not going to do it if you're all stressed out. You know, it's like when there's loud music going on. You're driving, there's loud music. It's like you got to turn the music down so you can see better and concentrate, right? So it's the same thing. It's just really allowing yourself to have that balance so you can literally do some thinking. And in this card, she is on a tightrope, but she is learning as she goes, but she's also willing to allow ideas and inspiration to come. And she's not so worried. And I love Page because it's about having that beginner's mind. It's not worrying about all of the experiences that you have to draw on. It's being open to new experiences. And I really love that. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. Because maybe we're wanting to try new things, but we need to remember to look back at the things we've accomplished already. And a lot of times it's those half-finished things that we get bored waiting for things to grow and be in the way we want them to be. So we put them off to the side and we try and do something else. So this Seven of Pentacles is just reminding you that you've got to put your intention into whatever it is you're doing. He's mindfully attending to this plant. He can't see what's happening beneath the soil, but everything is beginning to grow. The roots are expanding, and often we can't see what's happening because it's happening beneath the surface. I mean, metaphorically speaking as well, right? Let's pull one more. Is anyone resonating with these messages? Let me know. I'm going to keep pulling till the one jumps, because jumpers to me, in specific situations like this, they speak the most. So that one jumped and flipped. Like, ooh, we've got the Four of Wands. So looking for, like I said, we saw things maybe we dropped things before they were finished. We've got to celebrate the little wins. This is what gives us the courage to keep going. This is what really, hey, Jackie, okay, good. It's resonating. Love it. Four of Wands is about keeping things going. And it resonates. Excellent. And I know this card is often seen as celebration, sometimes marriage and that sort of thing, but I'm like, it's a minor arcana card, so it's kind of minor things, but it's really seeing life from that beautiful perspective. And did I lose you for a second? What the heck? Technology is crazy. Are you still with me? I think, yeah, I moved the mouse and all of a sudden you were gone. I think I clicked. Yeah. It's one of those things where you try something and it's so difficult to get going. Oh, yeah, yes. Yeah. I don't know what happened. I'm kind of going on a tangent. Take my dishwasher, for example. I go to press the button to turn it on and it won't turn on, or I'll press it too long. It'll turn on and turn off. And yet it's halfway open and I'm doing other things and I lean up against it and it turns on. And I'm like, it's crazy how that happens. It's like, I can't do it when I want to do it. So yeah, I'm back. Thank goodness. So what I was saying is this Four of Pentacles is reminding you that when you're doing something new and when you're feeling inspired, be excited about it. That's how you keep taking the action. That's what gets you moving forward, not just thinking about it. Like, this is still in thinking mode. Okay. Four of Wands. Wands is fire energy. Wands is all about giving yourself that spark of keep going, right? It's like when you strike a match. At first, it's just like, and then it kind of settles into itself. But if you wait too long without igniting something else, it's just going to go out, right? So that's the collective message that I have for everybody. Now, for those of you here live, if you would like a card pull, please pop it in the chat. And I know, I think it was Jackie who said, pop it in the chat again so I see it. I also want to say that I've been, I had this survey out for everybody. And for those of you who filled it in, fantastic. Thank you so much. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, I'm trying to do a little bit of research as to what's next in the things that I want to create for my channel, for products. And if you haven't filled the survey out and you want to, go to my community tab. It's a post and you can click the link there to get it. And I also want to say that it's interesting because in this survey, it's like a poll, basically. Out of everybody, like half the people are new at reading, or that's what they say. They're new at reading. And often new readers think that the problem is not knowing the card meanings, when realistically, it's not knowing what to ask or not having a spread that they can use. Okay. And it might not be so much not knowing what to ask, but they get asked a question that's like a yes or a no. And it's like, how do I work with that? So I'm creating this this tarot starter kit. And it's got this, and this is the part I'm working on right now. I was doing it while Elliot was in the vet and I was just kind of writing things out. It's a tarot spread matchmaker. And it's going to be something that's going to help you get clearer on the questions and then what area of life it has to do with. And these are the possible spreads you can use for it. It's going to help you match things together. So it's easier for you to do these spreads for yourself, or if you want to start doing readings for someone else. And now it's coming soon. But if you want me to let you know when it's ready, type questions in capitals in the comments and in the chat here, and I'll go through it, and I'll give you a link when it's set up. I'll give you something that get you more information on it. So please let me know. And we're going to start pulling cards. Hello there. Hi, it's me, Namira. Hi, Namira. If you want a card pull, let us know. I'm going to go up to the top here, and Jackie, I think, was first. But let's go. Yes, Jackie, you were first twice. Good job. All right, so ground your energy. I'll ground mine. Let's ground our energy together. And take a nice deep breath. Open your heart and know it's safe to open it. You're opening it for yourself. And let's see what the messages we need for Jackie. 2 cards came out. You got the 6 of Cups and Temperance. So it feels like this might be family related, and there needs to be a little bit of balance. Things might feel like things are a little off balance. And not in a real profound way. It just minorly, I feel. And to me, it's really just allowing yourself to let things go in the order they're meant to, instead of seeing things as they were or how you used to do them or want to do them, and things aren't working out that way. Well, that's the universe being gently saying, sometimes you have to change it up a little bit. Sometimes you have to allow other people to do things in their own way. And that makes it so much easier for things to start to go down the path in the way you need them to. Weirdly enough, that's what I'm picking up. Usually the 6 of Cups isn't that. So I hope that makes sense for you. Whew, I gotta take my socks off. Simone, hi. Oh, you were here for that. Yeah, no, Mercury is out of retrograde, but it's still in the post-retrograde for the next 2 weeks. So be prepared for there's still little weird things that happen. All right. Oh, okay, that was from before. Let me go where I was. Mercy, hello. You're next. Let's pull a card for you. I'm going to pop those back in the deck. Clear the energy. Take a nice deep breath. Allow your heart to open for yourself. Oh, I took a nice deep breath, and I have this coffee I made, and it's just sitting here. I have to. The aroma. Do you remember cartoons where the aroma would come in and go, come here? That's what it feels like. And it's my thoughts become things mug. This one's coming off on this side. It says, choose the good ones. Always a good reminder. Okay, Mercy. What does Mercy most need to know? By the way, if you're asking for a card in the comments, you can ask a question in there too, and we'll work on it. So Mercy, for you, we got the 6 of Swords. I feel like you've already been doing the work to shift the way you're thinking, and you're starting to see some momentum. And you might be like, I haven't been, but you are. Like, sometimes you gotta look for things. They're not gonna be blatantly in your face going, hey, change. You have to seek these things out as if they're clues. This is leading you in the right direction. And it feels like it's going to take a little bit of work, but not in a bad way. Like, sometimes things worth obtaining are worth working for, if you know what I mean. So this to me is a reminder, keep going. It's more doing the inner work, the thoughts, shifting when you get into, I don't know if this is going to work, to shifting into how you want to show up, thinks you want to thought, thoughts you want to think, and that sort of thing. Okay. I hope that makes sense. All right. Let me just see if there are, was that spot on? I like being spot on. Thank you for the confirmation. You know what? No matter how long you've been reading cards, we always seek a little validation on things. So thank you for letting me know. All right. I see you guys. I see you. All right. Questions. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, I'm glad it makes total sense. Yay. See, that always feels good. You know, for the very first time I heard that doing a live a few years ago, that tipped the scales into me. Hey, maybe I kind of do know what I'm doing. It took that. It took people saying, oh, I really resonate with that, or that makes sense. Because otherwise you're just kind of like, I don't know. So it's a real confidence booster. So thanks. I appreciate it. All right. Let's see. Who else wants a card? Jamie. Okay. Jamie gets a card pulled. So ground your energy. So be centered. Take a deep breath. Open your heart for yourself. Let's see what's message for Jamie. Ooh, that one just went like a dolphin jumping out of the water. You got the 3 of Pentacles. I'm getting, this is your answer. Yes, you need to create your own community. And I'm going out on a limb here because I don't know if that has been in your heart or on your mind at all. But I'm really picking up on that I don't know how it's going to look, but it's like you have this special gift or skill, and you know other people are kind of like, oh, I need that, or I wish I could do that, or I'm interested. And it's like you need to be the one to put it together. And there maybe you've been thinking about this, I don't know, but it's almost like I don't really want to be the one to do it. So I feel like I need to pull another one for you, because that's just one of the signs. I feel like the signs will be coming, if they haven't already, pointing you in the direction of creating a community, however it looks. I don't know if it's just, you know, a hobby thing, or if it's part of business, or if it's something you're going to make money at, or if it's just something to connect people so you all have somewhere safe to talk about, whatever. I don't know what it is. This is the lighting the fire. See, there's a fire on that djembe drum right there. So Knight of Wands. And it's like, yeah, sometimes you have to be the instigator in the best ways possible. So let that be a little message. A little birdie told you. Okay, hope that makes sense. I'm going out on a limb with that one. All right, let me keep scrolling. Simone, hey. All right. You know what to do, girl. Finding that stillness. Okay, 2 cards. Okay. Polar opposites, I see. You have the 4 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords. To me, this feels like it's reminding you of your past, but don't get stuck in there. See yourself on the other side of it. Like things are finally settling down, and stability is here. It's on its way. It doesn't look anything like you thought it was gonna look. So it might feel like it's still not there. But I think if you take a moment and you kind of really take inventory of everything that's gone down and where you are now, even if it's not feeling settled, it's like, yeah, this is a way better place that I'm in now than I was before. And this 5 of Swords is just reminding you those thoughts are going to come swirling in there. It's going to feel like a victory in some cases. You're going to feel really good. And in others, it's like, oh no, right? So it's embodying all of it. That's just part of life and part of our process. And, you know, I'm speaking to the choir here because I know you know this stuff. I know you know it. So that was good for you. All right. Namira. Yes, I can pull a card for you. Let's see. Ground your energy. Just tell your body, mind, and spirit that you're grounded and be grateful for being grounded and centered. Open your heart for yourself. Open it inward. We don't do that very often. We're so broadcasting love and unconditional love for those we care about, but we need to turn that light inward. Oh, wow. This came up earlier, but this is for you, Namira. The Six of Swords. Moving on to calmer shores. And it starts with your thoughts. Your thoughts need to align with the actions that you're taking in order for you to really feel like you're heading in the right direction. It's not listening to other people's advice, even when they're experts. Trust your intuition. I know it's swords. It's got nothing to do with intuition, but I believe everything does. And I do read intuitively. So to me, this is just trust your gut, trust the direction you're going, even if it feels like, you're just heading into rougher waters again. Sometimes we've got to weather through these things in order to find the calmer shores on the other side. Okay. Lots of metaphors. All right. Let's see the comments. Andrea, hello. Hello, my beautiful spiritual sister and family, sending positive vibes, positive energy for the chat. My beautiful spiritual sister and family. That's lovely. Thank you so much. I receive and I mirror it back to you. Thank you. All right. Oh, you had a question. Let me see. Shall there be a solution for my neighbor with her triples for the noise they're making? Oh, they have triplets? Ugh. Okay. So yes or no questions aren't the best to ask for tarot. Okay. So let's see if we can reframe this. Because we can't control what's happening around us. And I'm thinking of that Six of Swords that I pulled for you. It's about your thoughts that you need to be able to just shift from how it's affecting you and making you react, because there's not always going to be something like that, unless it's like getting bad enough that bylaw has to be called. Like if they're being noisy in the early hours or the late hours after the bylaw is like, you can't make noise in those times, that the only thing you can do is maybe report that. But at the same time, when we report things, sometimes it creates kind of a conflict between people. So I think that Six of Swords was just saying that it's up to you to just shift your thoughts when it is happening. When I lived in Langley, the kids in the neighborhood would be quite loud, especially after school, and there was a park nearby, and it would kind of agitate me. I think it was residual from my ex. He was kind of a not very happy guy when it came to people messing with his stuff. The kids used to call him Mad Guy behind his back. That's so funny. So going back to my situation, it would irritate me to hear them. And then something flipped within me, and I can't remember how. Probably someone suggested, and it was like, they're having fun. They're not screaming and yelling because they... You okay, Elliot? Elliot? Just a second. Are you okay? You be careful. Lay down. My gosh. Sorry about that. Yeah, we just got back from him getting his broken leg bandaged up. He just yelped. I think he's okay. He probably just moved funny. Might have to give him a little pain med. You okay? You gotta be careful. Come here. Come see me. Come see me. Oh my goodness. There he is. Say hi to Tarot Pop. He's got it. Look, it's purple. We match. You say hi to everybody. All right. Sorry, Namira. So something switched in me, and I could see that they weren't just screaming and yelling to piss me off. They were having fun. And that shifted something in my heart. It shifted within me. But I have to say that day, the rest of the day, it was great. And, when it happened again, my first instinct within me and my energy was to start going, oh, those kids. And then I had to remind myself they're playing. Let them play. And it's so interesting how that shifted for me to the point where it no longer bothered me. And then I moved. So I hope that makes sense for you. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to do this one-handed with Tarot Pop. Jamie, that makes total sense to start. Trying to start a source for food security in my. Oh, there you go. Interesting. I love that. You are welcome. You are so welcome. Ascending beautiful butterfly, universally speaking. Hello, good to see you. Rusty woodpecker. Someone is spying on me. How would I find out who it is and what are their intentions? Ooh, that's a question, isn't it? So how do you know? How do you know they're spying on you? It's one of those things, like if you're sitting in a restaurant or something and it looks like someone's looking at you and you're like, I don't like when people stare. But they might be looking beyond, or they might even just be like daydreaming and not even really focused on anything. So, I mean, my question would be, how do you know? Can I put you down? Can I put you down? I will pull a card and let's just see if we can get a little clarity on this for you. If you're still here, maybe you took off because I went off screen. Let me know if you're still here. Okay, so I got the King of Swords. So to me, this is maybe speaking to somebody you trust. Because I think the more, especially if this is a concern, we don't need stalkers, right? So talk to someone you trust. The more people that you might mention this to who are going to validate your concerns and not go, oh, you're just being paranoid, right? I feel like they'll be able to let you know somebody who is maybe an expert in that kind of thing. Maybe there's like a video camera you can set up or something like that. So let me know if that makes sense for you. That's a place to start. All right, Namira, yes, I don't want conflict with her. Yeah, so, I mean, try what I suggested. Like, often there's not much we can do. And another thing is, at least they're at home and they're not causing trouble. Hopefully they're not troublemakers. If you hear them, you know where they are, right? Instead of them sneaking around or whatever. All right. Hey, thanks for being here. Yeah, I think so. He must have just moved kind of funny. I don't know. He also I had to not give him any food. So he's had a teeny bit of food. Yeah. I pretty much just got home, fed him, and then came on here because I wanted to do my Tuesday live. Is that mean of me? But you're good, right? We'll be good. We'll be good. Mama's got to work. Yeah, sweet Tarot Pop. Yes, of course. Of course. Do you have a specific question? Oh, yeah, he is. You get that creepy feeling. Yeah, you got to trust the creepy feeling. Like, my suggestion is to maybe think, where are you when it happens? Like, is it always in the same place? Like, tune into your own energy, where you feel it in your body. Like, these are your spidey senses, right? This is your intuition speaking. And then if you're in a place, like, hopefully it's not in your home, but if you're in a place where you can kind of just go inward, even if you can close your eyes and put your senses out there a little bit and see if you can see what direction it's coming. Like, play around with it a little bit just to see what comes up. I wish they had fun, but the opposite is happening, sadly. Oh, 5:30 in the morning. I'll give this advice. I don't know if I would take it because it's not in my personality to confront people. And I don't mean confront like, hey, but maybe speaking with them and saying, I'm just want to make sure if everything's okay. That was pretty early in the morning. Is everything fine? Doing that, because one thing you're doing is you're planting the seed that other people can hear it. They might not think of that when people are in their own little drama. They don't think other people know what's going on. And you might only need to have to do that. If it continues to happen, or if they get belligerent or mean about it, it's like, well, there is a bylaw in place. There's a noise bylaw, and you can check in your local, city, town, whatever, to see the next step you can take from there. Thanks for sharing that. You are welcome. Okay, just a general. You got it. Okay. Cocoon yourself in your beautiful butterfly energy. Be open to receive the message that you're meant to hear. Okay. You got the 10 of Wands. Release the burden. And it might not even feel like anything is a burden, but it's going to start being one if you don't address it. That's what I'm going to say. Because it feels like you always have a positive way of looking at something, but this is a reminder that things start to stack up if we don't address them. So give yourself that opportunity to address things and release that energy. Let it go. When you do that, you lighten your load, and it never has to manifest into anything weird. Okay? I hope that makes sense. It has been addressed. Yay! Well, then this is just a reminder that it is ending, and you are walking off into the next chapter, the next stage. Yeah. Thank you for clarifying that. All right. Anyone else want a question? Have a question to ask? You want a follow-up question? I have a little bit of time. Tarot Pup is all bundled up, burrowed underneath all of his comforters and blankets. Thank you. Much love back at you. All right. So for those of you who might not have been here, like I have on my community post on my YouTube channel, if you're watching me from somewhere else, it's on my YouTube channel. It's asking people what they want to know more about, as tarot readers. And I'm finding that half the people who are surveying it, doing the survey, are beginners, and the problem they have is in either memorizing the cards or understanding the card meanings, not memorizing the cards. If you're with me, you know not to do that. Understanding the card meanings, but also not knowing what questions to ask. So I've been working at a little, like a digital product and a workshop, a masterclass about that. And what I started to create was this tarot reading starter kit. And there's this cool thing that I was working on today as I was waiting for Elliot in the vet, is a tarot card spread, like a matchmaker. So when people have specific questions to do with, those big 5 areas of life, love, relationships, wealth, career, you can kind of use this idea on what spread to use for those specific questions. And it's cool because I'm also kind of reframing a lot of the questions people ask and have asked me in readings are those yes and no questions. Does he like me? Will I get this? And then they're yes or no. And you need to reframe it. So I've been working on that. I don't have it ready yet, but if you are interested, it is coming soon. So if you want to be one of the first ones to know what it is, I want you to type in capital letters questions in the chat. Actually, you know what? This is kind of crazy, but the chat doesn't actually show. I'm thinking of this now. The chat doesn't show up after the live stream. How dumb is that? I just realized that now. It shows it now, but it doesn't show it after when I'm replaying it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a post that talks about this, and then you can comment underneath the post then. But thank you for putting that in there. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's going to be really cool. I'm enjoying creating it, but I don't want to create the whole thing if I don't think anyone's going to be interested in it, because I don't want to waste my time, because it's taking a lot of time to kind of brainstorm these things. But yeah, if I find out people are interested in it, then it's going to be more worthwhile doing. And there'll be a workshop attached to it. And yes, it will be a paid thing, but I'm trying to keep it like low ticket, so it's not going to be super high priced. So that is something that I'm working on, and I'm hoping to get a little more stuff figured out in the next week or a couple weeks. I've got to put my nose to the grindstone for it. And with that said, I'm going to pull one more card for the collective. Knight of Swords. That's me right now. Knight of Swords. I'm leaping forward into trying something new. I want to inspire people. And I think you probably are wanting to inspire people too. You want to be inspired for 2026, right? Who wants to be inspired for 2026? Because it's going to be a good year. It's the year of the horse coming up. So that's a lot of great energy, the year of the fire horse. So after this year of the snake, where we're kind of shedding our skin and it's a little uncomfortable releasing some of that stuff, and we're still in the last stages of it because Chinese New Year isn't until end of January, beginning of February. Every year it's slightly different because it goes with the Lunar New Year, the lunar moon. So the new moon of the first new moon of January. Spit it out, Lorraine. So yeah, because we're releasing a lot of stuff, it's been kind of a year for that. I'm not going to say it's a heavy year. Yeah, I just said it, but I don't mean it, because we're releasing stuff and it can be uncomfortable to let some things go, right? And then when we do that, if you think metaphorically, then you're raw again a little bit. You need to kind of heal over. And I feel that the beginning months of 2026 are all about renewing and allowing and trusting and giving yourself grace. This is why I think today I was about, open your heart inward to yourself. It's all about nourishing and nurturing yourself for like the first quarter of 2026. And then after that, it's like the horse is at the gate, ready to go. And as soon as the gate's up, bam, the year will take off. So it's all prepping and planning and putting yourself in a position where you feel like you're doing something finally. Because 2025 started out like, yeah, we're going to do that. And then it kind of went, or is that just me? Am I the only one? Right? Let's see. I'm yapping away. Okay, good. It makes sense. Definitely need to be inspired. Yeah. Yes, I hear that. Interesting. Sounds awesome. Yes, I think so. The key is, and take what I'm doing as an example. It's so easy to have inspiration when you start something new, right? The key is to keep going through the little more difficult stuff. Find the guides that are guiding you. Trust that your ride will be there. you're running toward the thing that's going to get you to the next stage. It's almost like a relay race. All right. It's not a sprint. It's not a marathon, but it's a relay race. And sometimes you're going to go so far and then you've got to pass things off to the next person, you've got to pass things off to the universe and give it time to create what it needs to create. So that's all I got to say about that. I hope it makes sense. Thank you so much for being here on a Tarot Tuesday. For those of you who are here at nighttime, like Northern Hemisphere time, Thursday is, I believe, still going to be my Tarot After Dark. If you can make it to that, it'll be 6 p.m. Pacific time. So thank you so much. Thank you, Jackie. Appreciate you all for being here. Mercy, Jamie, Ascending Butterfly, Simone, everyone else who was here. Rusty the Woodpecker, Namira, you might already have been fled the coop by now, but thank you so much for being here. I will be here next Tuesday as well. There's no puppy appointment, so we'll be good to go. Have yourself a super week, and let's welcome December in like the gift that it is. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time. Peace.